because it shows that Abel offered his sacrifice by faith. The issue was not just the gift itself, it was the heart behind the gift. So Cain gave something, but Abel gave his best. So this just shows that God looks at the heart of our worship. I have two questions for you. Do you give God your leftovers? And do you give him your first and your best? So I want you to think about that, and then let's read verses 6 and 7. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Why are you angry? Why is your face downcast? If you do what is right, will you not be accepted? But if you do not do what is right, sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." So in these verses, we see that Cain becomes angry and jealous. God warns him, though. He says, "Sin is crouching at your door. It desires to have you, but you must rule over it." This is one of the Bible's most powerful descriptions of sin. Sin is pictured like a predator waiting to attack. But God also tells Cain something important. He still has a choice. So these verses just show that temptation itself is not sin. But if we entertain it, it can grow into destruction. We must deal with sin early before it takes control. Now let's read verse 8. Now Cain said to his brother Abel, "Let's go out to the field." While they were in the field, Cain attacked his brother Abel and killed him. So in this verse, Cain invites Abel into the field and kills him. This is the first murder in human history. Sin that started as jealousy and anger has now turned into violence. This moment shows how fast sin escalates when it is not confronted. So these verses just show that uncontrolled anger can destroy relationships, families, and lives. Jesus later warned about this in Matthew 5, saying, "Anger in the heart is the root of murder. Sin always grows if we feed it." So now let's read verses 9 through 12. Then the Lord said to Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" "I don't know," he replied. "Am I my brother's keeper?" The Lord said, "What have you done? Listen! Your brother's blood cries out to me from the ground. Now you are under a curse and driven from the ground, which opened its mouth to receive your brother's blood from your hand. When you work the ground, it will no longer yield its crops for you. You will be a restless wanderer on the earth." So here God asks Cain, "Where is your brother Abel?" Cain replies with the famous line,